One of the biggest myths of being a travel content creator is that you need hundreds of thousands of followers to make any money from it. But the truth is, even small creators are getting paid to travel. And one of the ways I've been helping small creators do so is by hosting group trips. I help creators one-on-one to launch their first group trip or second or third and give them the support that they need in order to have a successful launch. That means you don't need to figure out any of the logistics. You have someone who's experienced who can help you step by step along the way, and you can just go enjoy a trip with your community and connect with them in real life. So, I am now a group trip coordinator with Worldpackers, and if you're new to my channel, you might not know that I am really familiar with Worldpackers. I have posted probably 6 or 7 videos already about Worldpackers in the past, and I've worked with them since sometime in 2021 or 2022. I've done their volunteer programs where I have worked in 5 or 6 countries now, and I have also worked as an affiliate where I share my experience on social media and give discounts to people who want to sign up, and then they would use that discount to have a membership of their own and do these work trades. If you are one of those people who are interested in working with Worldpackers and doing one of those work trades, then I will leave a link in the description with the discount. However, I'm now working with Worldpackers in a completely different capacity. They reached out to me earlier this year after I had done a group trip with them to Costa Rica and asked if I would want to help other creators launch their own group trips. Now, at the time, I didn't have the capacity to take on any other work, but come this summer, I was kind of feeling like it might be time to take on some new work. And when they reached out to me again, the stars aligned and it was just perfect timing. Now, just because I'm helping other creators host their own group trips doesn't mean that I'm not doing any group trips anymore. I'm planning to launch my 4th group trip for somewhere in Southeast Asia between like February and March next year. So keep an eye on my Instagram and TikTok if that's something you're interested in. And there's going to be so many more group trips to come in the years that follow. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I have not been posting on YouTube in a while, and you might be able to figure out that I stopped posting around the time I started working with Worldpackers, which was really only just over a month ago. And it has been super, super busy alongside doing content creation that I just haven't had the time to keep up with everything on YouTube. But before you do anything crazy, I am going to still post on here. I'm just changing up my schedule. So instead of posting 2 videos a week, which was way, way, way too much for me, I am going to be posting bi-weekly if I can. If not, it might slip to like every 3 or 4 weeks, but the goal is to post here every 2 weeks for you guys. If you have any questions about what I'm doing with Worldpackers, if you have questions about doing a work trade with them, anything travel related, leave it in the comment section and I might turn that into a little Q&A video at some point. But yeah, that's always open for you guys. I want to help you with anything related to travel. So if you have questions, please, please leave them. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so because I am going to be giving you really good insights behind the scenes of what it's like to work remotely with Worldpackers. And I am going to be traveling a lot more soon. I'm heading to Bali and then to Australia. So lots of good content coming in the rest of this year. So when it comes to these group trips and small creators earning money, I honestly am really passionate about helping creators who don't have a massive platform monetize, especially if you're Canadian, because we can't earn money from TikTok views, from Instagram views. It's a little bit harder to get partnerships sometimes because Canadian companies don't always have the biggest budget. So if you are a Canadian creator, I'd love to work with you and help you monetize and host a group trip of your own. Of course, it's open to all creators from all around the world, so please don't hesitate to reach out if you're interested. I am going to be leaving a form that takes about 1 minute to fill out. And if you're the right fit for a group trip, then I'll get in touch with you, schedule a little quick call to see if it would work, and then we would go from there. Now, I'm assuming you are probably thinking that a small creator would have a lot of trouble selling a group trip, and I want to squash that right now. You don't need a massive following to sell a group trip and have it be a success. One thing that's great about Worldpackers is a lot of the trips you only need 4 people to join, and that's just like asking a couple friends to come on a trip with you. So it really isn't too difficult. I have been able to find that many people for all my group trips, except for my last one, which was super last minute and not planned very well. But Worldpackers has a whole system of how we do these trips, and we plan them usually 3 to 6 months in advance. So if you are interested and you have a small audience, don't let that stop you. I've been working with creators who have an audience of around 2 or 3,000, and that hasn't stopped them from reaching a large amount of people. We have a pretty great system, which I will fill you in on if we end up working together, but it allows you to have a lot of support from Worldpackers and their social reach, as well as one-on-one help from me and other people from the Worldpackers team. So if you've been dreaming about making travel part of your career, now is the time. I forgot to mention, you don't need to be in the travel niche. You just have to be posting content and have an engaged audience. You could be posting fitness content or yoga content, meditation, spirituality. You could be posting stuff about really any topic, as long as you think you have an audience who might want to come on a trip with you and our trips feel aligned with the type of content that you produce, then why not? As I said, there is a link in the description that you can fill out if you're interested. I'm going to leave it there and check it regularly. And in the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, where I'm going to be posting more regular updates. And to wrap this all up, I want to just say thank you so much for watching to the end of the video and for being patient with me as I navigate this new chapter. I'm super excited to see where it all goes and how many creators I can help monetize their content and just go on trips and get paid to travel. Because who doesn't want that? That's honestly the dream. That's why I started trying to find remote work so that I could just fund my travels. So if you're in that boat, please fill out the form. I would love to get in touch with you. Don't forget to like this video if you're excited about the opportunity. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye.